What is up? Welcome to today's family print project vlog. It is a different video. We're going to do a how to set up for a farmer's market as a 3D printing business. Now, starting off, this is all just from everything from our experience and how we specifically set up that you guys can freely adapt and use to yourself. Now, I will say we did try to attempt this yesterday and it did not work out at all. So we're going to do it today. You may see things look a little out of place, a little wonky, but we're going to go ahead and guide you guys through the process. First thing you're going to want and need for a farmer's market outside is a tent. Now, all these things will be linked in the description box below, so you guys can order them all through Amazon on what you specifically need. Now, this next item you need is going to be based on how many people are going with you to the market, but the next thing you're going to get is a chair. Now, in this case, we usually have 2 chairs, but we also have 2 additional chairs that we have for our kids when they come to markets with us because it's inevitable. Now, with you doing farmers markets, the number one thing you want to do is promote yourself. So getting a banner is not a specific necessity, but we definitely recommend doing it because you're trying to build your brand, you're trying to get your name out there. Having people being able to see who you are and what you do is extremely important. Now, the next thing I will say is it's usually up higher, 3 notches higher, but for demonstration purpose, we're just doing the basics of this. And then also the next item you'll need is sandbags. So we're going to show you the sandbags that we have. It's absolutely imperative. You absolutely need to do this because you don't want to be the vendor that didn't bring the proper weights to hold your tent down that will either damage your own products or other people's products, because we can tell you from experience, we've had other people's tent hit our tent because of heavy winds, things like that, that affected our table with our products. So really highly recommend, as this being one of the most important parts of your setups. Here are some great sandbags to have. There are 30-pound sandbags on each one. What you don't see here is you're going to need to buy the sand themselves separately, which you can get from any Home Depot or Lowe's near you. Now, this accessory is definitely more along the lines of after you do a couple markets. So the reason this wagon is not a necessity but something you want to look forward to is because if you have a wagon, then you can bring more of your products. That just means less trip to the car, and that can become a crucial thing, especially depending how distant you are from your setup from your car. So it definitely helps out with doing less trips. And depending on where you live, like us here in Texas, it gets hot. So having a generator that's going to be able to be on hand is going to be really crucial, especially if you're trying to bring your 3D printer to be a showcase piece on somewhere that doesn't provide electricity. Now, we highly recommend getting a stronger one than the one we're showing you guys here today. Now, the generator that we specifically have originally was intended to do that until we found out it's not strong enough for it. So we have it charging our fans, our phones, our tablet, and mainly the fan because it's hot. You're gonna want something that constantly provides you guys airflow. In most situations, you're not gonna get it. EcoFlow is a dependable brand where you can get higher wattage generators that can do more power for your products. So definitely one of the things, and also you can start at the bare minimum and upgrade and stack on top of the generators too. That's something that they really excel in. I won't necessarily set this up, but I wanted to make sure we added this into this video. So the next order of business is a table. The table will be pretty much the determining factor on how much product you guys have to showcase how many tables, but I will also say plan to expand to having it 3 tables, or if you're in an open spot, maybe even 4, where you guys are in the center of the area and people can walk around your entire booth. Mainly because you are paying for these slots, you want to have as many variety of options of your products as you can to provide to your customers. The next thing you will need is storage bins or bins to showcase your product. This is what we got. We got it for a good deal at Walmart. We're going to try to give you all the equivalent of what these are in the description box below via Amazon. So if you want to see more in detail, this is how many we use on a normal basis for our farmers market. But if you want to see more in detail of how we set it up, check any one of those videos. We're going to rapid fire the next set of items we use. Take in what you would like, use it to your advantage, but this is all the stuff that we use. Price tags, hanging price tags. We have an iPad. We have a Square reader. Now, if you do sign up with Square, you do get a free one, but we also ended up getting the tap to pay reader. Bags, nylon bags. We purchased a stamp to make it more unique. Frames to display any deals or anything you want to promote. Bins to store your products. Battery fans if you don't have a generator. Cooling rags, that's probably something that is always overlooked. definitely get some cooling rags, a small cooler, tablecloths. That'll vary depending on seasons. If you're doing something seasonal, we recommend doing it. Showcases you're kind of in that, and plus the products you may or may not have will probably like that. So that's absolutely everything that we currently have. If we did missed anything, it's already in the description box below. But that is how we set up our 3D printed markets. We really do want to just kind of help you guys out as best as we can. So if this helped you guys determine how you want to do your setups, please leave a thumbs up on the video. Leave a comment down below. As you guys can tell, this is the only video for this week. We're still working on some stuff, and we're running out of days for this month to finish up the bookmarks. So please go check out our Patreon, subscribe to this channel, and we're on the road to 2,500 subscribers. We are literally 400 subscribers away from hitting 2,500 and doing that little surprise confetti that the wife doesn't know about on the channel. So be on the lookout. Really excited. Can't wait to continue on with providing you guys with weekly content. See you on the next video.